Hi, welcome to the 24-hour stress detox. I am so glad that you are here. Not only did you sign up, but you are here and implementing. Hi, my name is Jeannie Kulwin. I am a stress and chronic pain coach here in Los Angeles. So let's jump in. This training is for you if you've ever wrestled with having the Sunday scaries, maybe the Sunday night scaries, feeling that dread first thing in the morning, perhaps throughout the day, that anxiety, that sinking feeling you're not getting everything done. Perhaps it's feeling like Groundhog's Day and you're just trying to struggle to make it to the end of the day. I totally get it. If you can relate to any of these, you're not having enough vitality and fun and doing the things in your life that really light you up, then you are in the right place. So grab a notebook, put this on pause for a moment if you'd like, because you're definitely going to take some things down and you might even come back and watch this a second time. It's that good. So in this training, I'm going to share with you 3 evidence-backed tools to help you start to take your very next step. So we know from the research that it's not about introducing and 5, 10 new habits in 1 week or doing everything. It doesn't work. So this mini training is very actionable and bite-sized with steps that you can start to take today in the training and then for the next 24 hours. So why is this so important? Like, why is it important that you're here? Why is reducing stress and having a detox so important? Well, if you haven't guessed it, here's a reminder that stress affects our mental, physical health, our emotional health and wellness. We know we can't think clearly and make decisions. This is because the blood is being pumped to your legs or your arms when you're in fight or flight. So nowadays we're not running from a tiger and being in fight or flight, but maybe that email or that really strict boss is causing us to be in fight or flight. So the blood that we use to make decisions that would go into our prefrontal cortex is being used in our body, which is helpful when you're running from a tiger, but not in 2024, right? So we also know that it can affect our sleep. Our immunity is weakened. When we're in overwhelm, we tend to do nothing, but a lot of chronic pain and mind-body symptoms can be affected by stress. Your relationships can be affected because you're just burned out. You don't have the patience. So perhaps with your family, you're realizing that you're kind of losing it or you're getting angry more. So your overall wellness, I don't have to tell you, but just a reminder, like things like heart disease, weight gain, weakened immune function. So again, it's really important that you're here taking your very first step, or maybe this is not your first step and it's a way to reset again because we're tired of every day feeling the same and struggling so much. So I'd first love to share a little bit of my story so that you know who I am. Again, my name is Jeannie Kulwin. I was a high school teacher in LA Unified for nearly 2 decades. 19.5 years I taught Spanish. And in the beginning of my career, I really liked it. I was definitely burnt out and not in alignment. So 16 of those years, I struggled really with so many chronic illness and chronic pain. So at the end of my journey, I was diagnosed with things like fibromyalgia. I knew I had anxiety and I had depression, digestive issues, lots of insomnia. I was having back pain and ankle pain. Nothing was explainable and nothing helped. I was running around like a chicken with their head cut off, working full time and then every day going to different doctors here in LA, and there's traffic. I'm sure you've heard of LA traffic, like running around town, going to the chiropractor, the acupuncturist, medical appointments, IV treatments, Ayurveda, like all these things that, didn't help and just caused more and more stress and burnout. I was on medical leave or disability several times, and I spent entire summers on the couch, just completely burned out. So in 2019, I left my dead-end job and started my coaching business. I have worked with hundreds of individuals all over the world, which is so exciting, to help them with chronic pain and or stress. And yeah, it's just so exciting to work with big companies like Amazon. I worked with Estee Lauder and Athleta, and we've done workshops that are either in person or on Zoom. During the pandemic, it was on Zoom, of course, but I've done some in person as well on stress and stress relief and ways to feel better fast. So I know a thing or two about stress after being through it myself and helping, people around the world. You are in good hands. So let's get into how you're going to take your very next step right now. So I always say the best way, or one of the best ways, to get out of your head, right? So we're overwhelmed, we're thinking, we have a to-do list that's a mile long. A lot of this is future, or maybe you're in the past about things or mistakes that happen. So you've heard probably, like Zen and Buddhist, it's good to be in the present moment. But how do you do that? Right? So one way is to get into your body. The body can only be in the present moment. So let's start by doing the 4-7-8 breath. If you're new, this is a new tool we're going to practice that you'll have in your toolbox. If you've done it before, it only works if you do it. So we recommend doing this 2 times a day. It takes about 60 seconds. So we're going to do the 60-second round today, the 4-7-8 breath. And then the rest of your stress detox, you're going to do it one more time in the 24 hours. So you can have your eyes open or closed. You can put your hands anywhere you want. We're going to inhale. Well, first, you're just going to exhale everything. Then we're going to inhale for 4. It's pretty easy. Inhale through your nose. Hold for 7. And then exhale through the mouth. It's like a whoosh for 8. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that again. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. Long exhale through your mouth, making a whooshing sound if you'd like. Okay, we do these for 4 breath cycles. We're going to do one more right now. Inhale for 4. Okay, last one. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. So that is 4 rounds. 4-7-8 breaths. You're going to do another one at some point today. You can do it, before bed is really great. And what you're going to notice is if you don't really notice anything with just the 4 breath cycles, and that's all we recommend, what you're going to do if you're new with the 4-7-8 breath, you're going to do it twice a day. Give it at least a month, 4 weeks. If you're not really noticing anything like, oh, I'm not feeling better, it can be because it needs to be a regular practice. So practice it 2 times a day. It's very cost effective, obviously, because it's free. It's a way to get into the present moment, give yourself some mindfulness. You should start seeing results maybe for, going to bed, or if you're in a stressful situation after the 4 weeks. So this is a tool I'd like you to implement. It's really short. It's going to take you 60 seconds twice a day. Okay. And I just want to remind you, or maybe you don't know, you can detoxify about 70% of the toxins from your body just by your breath. Okay. So it's a very powerful tool. And talk about a detox. The next tool we are going to do is the stop, breathe, be. Okay. Stop, breathe, be. This is a mindfulness tool, again, to get you into the present moment. Okay, so go ahead, write that down. Stop, breathe, be. So let's say you're writing, you're working. Okay, so just stop. Stop for 3 seconds. And see if you can stop the negative thoughts and the thinking. Okay, next, breathe. So take 1 deep breath. You can do a long exhale. That's great for the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, you can take another one if you like, but notice how it feels just to stop. And then just be. You can be in the moment. Be present. Be with what's in your body. Are there sensations coming up? Are there emotions? See if you can be here without judgment, without analyzing. So stop, breathe, be. I'd like you to do 2 times. Again, it's really short. It's 3 seconds. You can do this before you get in your car and start driving, before a big meeting. This is a hack that I use because it's so short, right? It's mindfulness and brings you into the present moment. Okay, this is part of your stress detox. All right, your third action step, because this is a stress detox, and are you ready for it? You can do this, is a social media detox. So let's just take the one platform that you might feel a little bit addicted to. Mine is Instagram. If you are a creator, a coach, or someone who uses the messages for work, then yes, you can use that. But I want you to stop the consuming, especially the mindless consumption of information, of posts, all that. So again, you can create if that's part of your job. Like I'm a coach, I would need to create things, but I'm not going to be mindlessly scrolling and wasting time. We know that that can spike our cortisol. We get this like constant drip of dopamine, which feels good sometimes, but we're really yearning connection often. We're not going to get that from social media. So it's going to be when you're with someone, when you're talking to them, it's going to feel empty. We're going to end up comparing because that's what our brain does, seeing what's going on in other people's lives. And it really is not helpful. So this constant, looking at other things and this constant stimulation puts the brain on high alert. And in my chronic pain world, this high alert, the brain always scanning, looking for danger or looking for threat. This is not helpful for keeping our body and our brain safe. So we want our brain to be safe. We want our brain to not be scared. This affects many mind-body symptoms in the body. So if we're having mind-body symptoms, this could be something that's fueling it. This constant, being on high alert. So this drop of dopamine, all these things. So we really want to be present. And again, what can you do when you're not scrolling mindlessly at work on your break? You could do the 4-7-8 breath. You can do the stop, breathe, be. And with the stop, breathe, be, you can just do it for 3 seconds, but of course you can do it for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, take 20 deep breaths if you need to. That long exhale through your mouth is going to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, like I mentioned. So that is really great. Being in your body is the best way to get out of your head, to come back to the present moment. And we can do this even if you have the busy day with the to-do list. This is for you. So we need to make the time. Okay, so these are the steps of your 24-hour stress detox. You're going to get off of social media. I know you're going to do it. You can do it. And if you need to take it off of your phone, mute the notifications, whatever it takes, you're going to do the 4-7-8 breath just once more because you did it with me. And you're going to do the stop, breathe, be just once. Okay. And you are probably asking, okay, this seems easy. 24-hour stress detox. We've already done most of the work together. And what do I do next? So if you are interested, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can sign up for a free productivity and stress audit. And we'll go ahead and customize and look at your life and lifestyle and see what's getting in the way. Sometimes we say we don't have time, but we're ending up on social media or our priorities. What's so stressful also is our thoughts. So we'll see what thoughts and beliefs are getting in the way, like I don't have time, or sometimes we think we can only go to the gym if we have an hour. We can only work out with the fancy gym membership, or a 10-minute walk isn't worth it. We're going to really look at the thoughts and beliefs and things in your life that we can, change or think about or pivot, or what can we do so that you can be living in alignment with less stress, focused, and doing the things that really light you up. So in this productivity and stress audit, you'll of course learn about my one-on-one signature coaching program. I am working with you one-on-one, and there is support and accountability in between calls. So if you're struggling, you're not implementing the tools, something is hard or confusing, you can reach out to me. I'm by your side, like holding your hand this whole time. So I'm so proud of you for completing the 24-hour stress detox. Take a moment when you're done and let me know how it is going. I am rooting you on and sending you so much love. Bye, everyone.